name is Nashrin Issa, and I am currently a marketing manager at Deloitte. I've been doing it for 5 years since graduating, and my job is really to help the firm sell work to clients through various different bits of marketing. So whether that's through conferences, through websites, through PR, or just sales.
My name's Suman Uddin, and I'm currently working for the College of London at London Metropolitan University. I run basically a number of projects for the Student Ambassador Project, and we work with a number of schools in London, students aged between 10 and 18. What we do is basically work with kids who aren't aware of all the opportunities available for them, and we basically just act as mentors and student ambassadors and role models.
My name is Sabina Augustin. I work for a TV channel in the UK. Basically, I'm the head of the channel and I'm the producer. I have 3 associate producers working under me. I take care of the running of the entire channel. I plan, I organize, I schedule the programs.
My name's Leon Cole. I work as a photographer and also as a fine artist. That kind of entails, the photography kind of basis entails documenting exhibitions for me, what I do kind of mainly what I like doing, and documenting spaces for people. Also as an artist I get to work with community groups sometimes, which is quite nice. One recent project we've kind of finished off was a summer school with Turkish speaking kids, so kind of helping again, kind of ethnic minorities which aren't doing very well at school. And the other stuff is more when I actually go to sort of special places, travelling abroad, particular kind of events, maybe in town, maybe that happens like the open house that recently happened in London.
My name is Gary Josephs. I'm a solicitor that specialises in property in a city firm. The firm's name is Nelson Solicitors. My job entails drafting contracts, approving contracts, reading through legal titles, drafting various documents. I've been solicitor for the past 3 years. I've been at Nelson Solicitors for the past 8 years.
I grew up in East London, and I'd say that my biggest influences was probably my family, everyone around me, especially my mum and dad. If I had to pick one person, it would probably be my mum. She was very keen for us to get our heads down and study hard because it's an opportunity that she never had, and I know she was very happy when I got my place at university.
I have 3 brothers, 2 older than myself and 1 younger brother. My parents didn't actually study. Both my brothers are graduates now, and I'm the 3rd one to graduate. My influences have definitely been my parents, because knowing that they haven't been through the education system, it's influenced me even more to be able to achieve that. And also, without even having to point it out, my brothers, the fact that they've graduated now, it's just something that is the done thing within our family.
I'm from India, from a place called Chennai. And we are a family of 6. I'm a married person. I grew up in Chennai. I did my degree in fine arts. My main influences is my father, who started his career as a clerk, and then he slowly grew up to be the president of the automobile company.
I came from a single parent family. I have 3 brothers. My mother brought up all 4 of her boys on her own due to early breakdown in the relationship. As a result of that, my major influence is really my mother. She's been my support, she's been my guidance for all of my life.
I always enjoyed studying. School for me was never a chore, so I always did anticipate from quite a young age that I was going to go into higher education, because I knew that at the end of it there'd be a good job for me if I did that. I studied English literature, which my parents weren't quite happy about at the time, because they didn't see what was going to be the job at the end of it, and everyone thought that I was going into teaching, which I didn't want to do at the time. I was quite stubborn about it and said that I wanted to study English because it was a subject that I enjoyed, and I do feel that it's easier to study something that you enjoy and want to know more about.
I've always had a passion for media, and TV was my real big passion. My mother was a big inspiration for that, because she always says, you need to educate yourself to reach your dream. I decided I need to develop my skills.
When I was about to start my A-levels, I wasn't particularly sure what exactly I wanted to do. So I moved on to sort of the arts subjects more than anything. I did English, sociology and communication studies. Once I completed that, I went on to do a foundation course at Greenwich University. It was a combined course where I studied a number of subjects from law, history, sociology, a number of subjects, which I think really helped me decide what I wanted to do in my first year at London Met. Initially I started doing a combined course, psychology and computing, but I didn't really click with the computing side of it, so I dropped that and picked up the specialist course. When I did actually start the course, I was enjoying it, but in saying that, I really did find it tough as well. It was a difficult course.
When we kind of finished our compulsory GCSEs, which I did I did pretty well in, yeah. Went on to do my A-levels, which didn't kind of work so well. I started off doing 4, ended up finishing 2 really badly. There was quite a lot of doors shut from there on in, which I didn't really realise at the time. I just thought maybe I'd go on to university. I went on to do a foundation course, which is quite a good year. It was probably one of the best years so far, which I really enjoyed. And after I did my foundation, I really liked the idea and the kind of process and the way of working. So I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll do a degree in something that's as similar as that, really, because that's the main thing I kind of enjoyed at the time. There wasn't really much else that I could think of ever going into, so that led me on to do my fine art degree.
I completed my first degree in international relations at Sussex University. I had a basic interest at the time of choosing my levels in global politics, and it was something that really inspired me at the time. In terms of then moving on to become a solicitor, it's really something I fell into. Once I'd graduated at university, this opportunity presented itself through a number of contacts, and I thought it was an opportunity that was well worth pursuing at the time.
I think it was just the new experiences, things that I didn't know before I went. I never anticipated how much I would actually learn at university, and you think you're just going to study your subject and learn more academically, but it's actually what you learn from the people around you and places that they come from that you never knew about. And also you stand up on your own 2 feet, and you come out of university a lot more confident and independent, ready for the big bad world.
The first thing was when I landed in the UK, I had a real big culture shock, and it was a bit scary though. But through days, the staff in the university, my professors were really helpful in that way, I should say, because they were the people who really brought out the real talent in me.
The bad experiences is something that every student would, sort of go on about, really, and that's all the studying, having to miss out on all the fun parts, and but really, to be quite honest, that comes with the package. If you want to study, that's the kind of sacrifices you're going to have to make. If you want to, be somewhere in the future, have a career, that you're going to have to sacrifice a couple of nights out to actually be where you want to be. The benefits, are just something that I can go on about. You're not only are you leaving yourself in good stead for the future, you're also bettering yourself as an individual. You learn about different cultures, different people, you meet different people, and you're making yourself aware of different things that maybe you wouldn't have been aware of by not going to university.
There's no way I'd be really in the position I am now if I hadn't been to university. I wouldn't have learnt what I've learnt. I wouldn't have had the time to think about the kind of things I've had a chance to kind of think about and absorb, really, which takes a lot of time. You can't, on a fine art course, you can't really kind of just do it over a year. You need that kind of 3-year kind of stretch to kind of learn the kind of basics. Nearer the end, there was only kind of good things, and I didn't really want to leave, to be honest. It's quite a nice kind of atmosphere, and I was getting on with what I was doing, and I was getting into quite a rhythm of how I was kind of working.